It's my favorite time of the year, guys. Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to talk about clearance plants and the plants that are on sale and what you should be grabbing right now and just some things that actually I grabbed. I didn't actually grab too much, surprisingly. Um, I have been trying to be a little more choosy, but I still wanted to try a few things, but I also wanted to bulk up on some items. So I was able to snatch up a few more things to get bigger drifts and to add into the garden. So we're going to start with these big guys so I can get them out of the way, and then we can talk about the smalls, and then go down to the floor and off to the cart. I said I didn't get very much, but I really didn't. So if you remember from the last video, I picked up those yews that I wanted to use down by the fire pit for hedging. I picked up the really big ones, and then I picked up the Hicksii. Oh, the Browns yews. So I got 5 of those, and then 2 Hicks yews, and then I also picked up a couple other yews at the same time. But these right here, I'm not gonna lie, I am not Hydrangea's #1 fan. Moya might kill me here. I do absolutely love oak leaf hydrangeas. I've been picking up a number of varieties of those to add to the yard because I love the fall foliage, the big flowers. I like the loose flowers. I'm not a limelight fan. That's where my love stops for like the big boys. Um, I do have quickfire because it has an open bloom. The panicles are a little more open. I have one limelight and it's a sentimental limelight, and that's the only reason I have it. Other than that, I'm not going to be adding those. But these I have been kind of eyeballing. These are Summer Crush by Endless Summer. These were originally $25. I got them for $6. Our Lowe's people basically said if you buy more than 5 plants, we'll give you a bigger discount. So I went above and beyond and got more than that. So I got them for $6. These go from either a dark magenta pink or a dark purple, which the area I'm planting them, I'm hoping they'll turn purple. If not, I'm acidifying them. These get about 18 to 36 inches tall and wide, and they're rated down to zone 4. I believe these ones bloom on old and new wood. I will have to double check. I probably should have double checked that before buying them. The less you prune, the more it blooms. Bred for more abundant blooms. Okay, well, we'll have to double check this one. But in the meantime, not a bad looking hydrangea. So I got 2 of those. Moving on, I did pick up at a local mom and pop shop, which is a lot of them around here are already cleaned out. I picked up just a number of times. I really like thyme because it's just drought resistant and it's a great ground cover. So I picked up elfin thyme. This one's a red creeping. There's a citrus one here, and then a pink creeping. I also picked up 2 lavender thymes, which I planted down by the walkway of the fire pit area. So those were like $2 each, not bad. I also picked up this catmint. It is called Neptune catmint. I have these from a couple years ago, and they have done really well. So I saw that they came back out again. So naturally, I wanted to pick up a couple more. So I picked up a total of 6. I got 2 at a different time, but I got 4 more. These are long blooming. They're very nice structural interest during winter time, so I don't even cut them back. They bloom later than our typical catmint. So while those, if you are pruning them back and waiting for another flush, these start blooming and they bloom for a long time. They have a dark purple bloom that you can kind of see here. And they're tubular, and hummingbirds really love them. I love the color on them. And yeah, you guys should definitely be on the hunt for these. Next up is something that I wanted to try. I have 2 crepe myrtles already. They're the bush forms. Here in zone 6, they generally die to the ground and then they resprout from the root, which is fine by me. It's not that big of a deal. This one is from Bloomables. This one is called Bellini raspberry crepe myrtle. These get 2 to 3 foot tall. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 to 4 foot tall and wide. These do best, at least here in my opinion, they do best in a protected area. So winter winds generally come in from the west. So I'm going to try to keep this maybe near the shed, or maybe even I can take some chicken wire around it and pack some leaves in and it'll insulate it. That way maybe it will bloom, it'll come back on its wood and bloom from there. I have one variety that does bloom, and I think it's because it's protected. The other one is a black diamond. It has not bloomed since I bought it. It bloomed it was blooming when I bought it, but when I got it home, it just wasn't doing anything after that. I think that one is a red blooming one as well. So I'm gonna do the chicken wire thing, pack it with some leaves, and pray for the best this year. But this one is a very pretty, hot pink color. I don't like bubblegum pink. I don't like soft pinks, which is going to be funny because two plants, well, one plant I'm going to show you, and then I have another one. I did, I can't think of the name. This Nicotiana. It's a soft pink, but I've been really kind of enjoying it because it has a white, it does white to kind of a dark pink. I'm looking at it right now. It's not bad, but I like jewel tones. I really like jewel tones a lot more. This one I want to give a try. There's actually 3 plants in this. This was originally $25, and I got it for $6 as well because I bought it with those hydrangeas. Contemplating, I may just go back and buy like maybe 2 more. We'll see where this one ends up first. I guess we're tackling a lot of the big guys, but this one needs water bad. She's been sitting up front. I already have 2 of these plants. So I have the male, which is called Little Goblin Guy. This is Little Goblin Orange. This is the female. You need a male in order for your winter berries to get fruit, which you'll see here. It's actually kind of a red color, which even in sunlight, it's not orange. I'm okay with it because I bought them specifically for winter interest. I do like them. These ones are proven winners. These ones get 3 to 4 foot tall and wide, and they're rated for zones 3 to 8. This was originally $34.98. I think I got it for like $7 or $8. Not bad. Not bad at all. So now I have 2 females and 1 male. I plan to eventually get some of the other winter berries, like the winterberry gold. I would really like to get that one. And you'll need a Mr. Poppins for that variety. Or another variety is called Jim Dandy. But Mr. Poppins seems to be a really good one because it overlaps in a lot of the winterberries bloom time, so they should get pollinated. But for the sake of it, I did pick up the Little Goblin Guy, and then I'll get the Mr. Poppins when I get the other winter berries. So I love me some Monrovia plants. What I like about Monrovia, and I'm not discrediting any other place because I buy a lot of plants from different companies and give stuff a try. What I like about Monrovia is the plants are generally not stuff that's very common. You'll get oddballs from Monrovia. That's how I've gotten a number of my trees out in my yard, and a number of oddball perennials as well. But I mean, this isn't like an oddball, but it's a very beautiful geranium called Dreamland geranium. These are super vigorous. I bought one at the beginning, well, probably mid-season. It's actually right here, and it's still lightly blooming, and it's in part sun. It's actually not getting a lot of sun right now, period. But I loved how vigorous these were. They're not flopping in the center. I mean, you would know being jam-packed in a can if it's going to be a flopper. Like Johnson's Blue, not a fan of it. I got rid of it. But I wanted to try some other geraniums, and this one really caught my eye. I really, really like it. It's long blooming. This one is rated for zones 5, well, down to 5. That's the one thing I don't like about Monrovia's tags. They don't tell you what zone it is. I don't really try to remember what the negatives are. This actually might be a zone 4, and it likes full sun, but mine's in part sun and doing quite wonderful. I did pick up 4 of these. Next on the list is something else I picked up earlier in the year. I picked up about 3 of these, and these are Firefly Peach Sky yarrows. I picked up 4 more. That was the last 4 on the clearance rack. So, fun little tidbit for you when you're shopping at Lowe's. If you, at least for ours, now I don't know how they do it. I think this might be across the board, you know, it's a chain store. So if it's already on the clearance rack with a black slash, it's marked down whatever the tag, that new sign says. So these were $15.98, so they'd be half off, so they'd be $8. then, because it's on sale, everything's on sale, 50% off, you get another 50% off that. So I got these for $4 a piece. Not bad, picked up 4, I already have 3. I'm gonna probably plant these out there with them, just so I know where they're at. I love that the winter interest is really great. The flowers are beautiful, and they're super vigorous. This variety is super vigorous compared to other yarrows that I've tried. I have Sassy Summer Sunset. It's fighting a good battle, but that thing has been prone to spider mites all summer. And then I have a silver leaf variety, Moonshine, something like that. Gets yellow flowers, and that one's really good, but it's not as vigorous. These clump up really, really great. Really happy with them. These are 32 to 36 inches tall. Minimum spacing is 28, max is 32, so these guys get big. I'm going to do them on the minimum side because I want thickness of a drift. And these are hardy from zones 3 to 8. Can't beat that. So in the last video I showed you I planted out a few more asters out by the fire pit area. Well, this was the flat of them. These are the times I just talked about, but these are a number of hazy asters, and then they had 2 blue ones as well. So I picked those up. I got these for like 75 cents because they're like $4 or $5 a quart. Yeah, $4.48, already half price. Then I got another 50% off. Plus I think they took a little bit off more because I was buying so much that day, so can't beat that. Oh, so I got some yews. I'm really wanting to do more hedging, but I'm worried about boxwood blight, so I'm looking at other options. Yews are tried and true. No, I'm not going to be shaping them up like your grandma did in her front yard. I'm actually using these like hedge lines. So if you guys watch Gardener's World, Monty Don is switching out a lot of his with yews. This is Denisiformis yew. This one only gets 4 foot tall, 6 feet wide. I purchased 5 of them for a lineup that I'm going to do. I actually might think there's too many, so I may be able to use another one elsewhere. But I got these were $17.98. I got them for $4.50 a piece. I wasn't going to pass that up. I mean, would you? These guys are super drought tolerant when they're established. They pretty much grow in anywhere. Shade, full sun. These will be in full sun, and they take to shearing really well. These are not deer tolerant. If a deer gets them, they'll butcher them. I put out a few. We originally had a hedge of these out front, and you would never know that the deer were grazing. Now that I put out, and then when I put out a few little ones to grow up into the original hedge to curve it around, they mauled them down. They had no chance. So, and they looked as good as this, and they were nothing. I think we have like 3 sticks coming out of each. I since moved them, transplanted them. They're doing fine. They're rebounding. We'll start training them. But these, I want a hedge line, and I plan to do a few more hedge lines of some yews, maybe even some other varieties of shrubs. But in the meantime, $4.50, can't beat it. Got 5, and then got the other ones too. So this type of thing never happens to me, at least at stores. Now I'm good on Marketplace, getting freebies, but let's talk about this. You see these? So these are proven winners, Snowflake Dietsu and Cherry Blossom Dietsu. I purchased one of each to try them out because I wanted to see. I liked the foliage. I liked that they bloom in spring and then they would just be just normal. Like, they're not. I don't need a ton of blooms in my face all the time. Contrary to everybody's belief, you need some rest, okay? And maybe a few little pops of color. That's just my opinion. Do what you do. Anywho, I picked up one of each. They have pretty much looked like this, where they're kind of sparse because I'm not keeping up with watering. They were already at that state when I purchased them and put them in the ground. They're rooted in, they're fine, but I was doing my laps around the garden center because I want to make sure I saw everything. B, gives me time to talk myself out of something that maybe I don't need, and then contemplate where things are going to go as well, and that helps me decide if I'm going to be purchasing what I purchase. So I was walking around and I came by their dumpster, not intentionally, just happened to be like right next to it, and looked over and I went, oh, and then looked in and I went, well, there's a Proven Winners can. That's weird. They had zeroed these out. Zeroed them. They were throwing them out. Obviously, they were in the dumpster. So I'm really good with the people at my Lowe's. They know me by name. We chat. I spend at least an hour and a half just in the garden center, talking it up and shopping at the same time. So I said, hey, what's the scoop on these? Why are they in the trash? Well, they've looked like this. We're just getting rid of them. We can't sell them. I said, oh, that's funny. I bought one of each looking like this. He goes, oh. I said, when does trash go out? He goes, well, I have to take it out. I should probably just put it out now. So I went and paid for my purchases. I got in my car, loaded everything up, got in my car, went to the side of the building, picked up my bag of mulch, and lo and behold, there's the dumpster. And I went, oh. So I drove up to it, quickly grabbed out what I could, which was everything. I ended up with 5 of the cherry blossom and 2 of the snowflake. So now I have 3 snowflake, 6 cherry blossom. So now I'm going to try these out as a hedge, and I didn't pay anything for them. They do kind of look like crap. They're related to the hydrangeas from what I understand in my little bit of research. Now, the other thing is, Proven Winners claims that these get 1 to 2 foot tall and wide. That's a joke. Total joke. Look at this. How are you going to say something gets only 1 to 2 foot tall and wide when they are well past the 4 foot mark? So if you see them, I'm starting to think that they don't require, you won't require as many to get a full look. Could be wrong. I'm still going to place them at least 2 foot intervals, so I have that nice hedge line look of them. But I'm going to give them a try, see what happens. We're at about 18 inches height-wise on the snowflake. The other ones look like they're about the same, but that might be because they still have some time to lay over. But not a bad deal. Free can't beat that. So that is it for my clearance haul. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you guys can get out and take up some of these sales. I hope you find some good deals like I do. Get good with your people at Lowe's. Lowe's people are the friendliest people. I think I don't ever go to the orange store because at least mine, I feel like I have to go hunt somebody down to even ask a simple question, and half the time I feel like they're running away. But check your mom and pop store, support local as well. Don't just go to Lowe's. Try to help your mom and pop stores out, make some extra money and clear them out so they have room to bring in some more really cool stuff. And if you're looking for stuff, let them know so they can get that ordered in for next year. A lot of places, a lot of wholesale places are already selling out of stuff from what I'm hearing. So if you're interested in something, let them know, see if they can get it in for you. But other than that, enjoy your plant haul, enjoy shopping. It's fall, let's get this stuff in the ground, and then let's take a rest for this winter, because I have been a slave to this yard all year and I need a break. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.